Where you are right now is merely a reflection of your past thoughts. So if you want to change your current situation, you have to change this first, your mind frame. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Okay, everybody, welcome back to the channel, Grow Rich, Grow Happy. This one right here is a video I've been wanting to make for a good while now. I decided now is the best time to make it before things really just get out of hand with this crypto market and we just head for the stratosphere. Now, disclaimer, this video is a little bit on the long side, but there's a reason for that. I'm truly taking you through each step. For those of you that are serious, video probably won't get that many views because a lot of people are not really interested in learning the deep down and dirty of getting the most you can out of crypto. But I know it's a lot of my beginners out there and a lot of you veterans out there too. You probably have your own ways but of getting there. But I know it's a lot of you out there that are in crypto for life-changing gains. And so I wanted to put this together. And again, it's on the long side. And trust me, just bear with me on this one. Get your notepads out and take key notes. This is going to be one of those videos that I always refer people back to. So this is one of those videos. Again, this one is for the community. So I'll say it. But today, what I want to talk about is how you guys can realize your dreams. Those of you who want to be a crypto millionaire, thousandaire, or those of you that just want some extra money. You need some extra money to pay off some debt, maybe get your kids through college, maybe take a family vacation, something you haven't had time to do. And for those of you that are really, really ambitious, maybe you want to step away from your 9 to 5 if you have one. Maybe you want to do that. Well, I'm here to give you a roadmap today of how to do it. It's actually one of my roadmaps. There are many out there, but this is one of my personal roadmaps that I use. And I want to share that with you guys because, again, I want you guys to realize all your dreams. So we're going to kick this right off. And we're going to get over here. For those of you that, first off, before I jump over to this video, for those of you new to the channel, my name is Mr. Foresight. My job is basically to give you guys all the tools that you need to follow the breadcrumbs to wealth. And as always, I want you guys to do your own research. And with that being said, we're going to jump off into this video. And we're going to kick this off with number one. And number one, for all of you, all of my newcomers to crypto, I am on cryptobubbles.net. It's absolutely free. You can get over here. I'm going to refresh this. Crypto is up. Now, for those of you new, number one is the most important. Learning what crypto markets is. What is crypto? What is crypto? Understanding crypto from its infancy stage. Why we have crypto. Because if you don't understand crypto, if you don't really truly understand it, you won't really put any effort into investing in the market. So number one on my list, understand crypto. As you see, there's tons of crypto here. If you want to really see things, look at this. I mean, there's tokens everywhere. And to a new investor, this can be daunting. You look at this and say, oh my God, what do I invest in? What is Say? What is Stacks? You look at all these different cryptos and you're like, what do I get in? Well, none of this means a hill of beans if you don't understand crypto. And just for that, I have a website. Go over here. This is my own personal website for those of you. It's tfnpodcast.com. That stands for the future is now podcast.com. I do have a motivational podcast as well. But if you come over to tfnpodcast.com, the description is down below. And you get here, you can go over to my download section. Do me a favor while you're here, and you can sign up. You get a free bonus when you sign up, free bonus downloads when you sign up here, because I do plan on having a free newsletter in the future. All right, so you click on my downloads. This is absolutely free at my website. You come over here, And for those of you, number one is going to be easy for you because I've already done the work. You come over here to my website, you have all these free downloads, all of them. Crypto Exchange Decoded, your gateway to the digital coin market. These are pamphlets that I put together. You can download them to your phone or your computer, and you can learn everything you want to know about cryptocurrency from the beginning. A beginner's guide, here go one: cryptocurrency, a beginner's guide to digital money and compounding. It's all right here, people. There's no excuses. You can come over and you can understand crypto. It's that simple. That simple. So do that, and number one, you have it knocked out the park. You have it totally knocked out the park. So once you gotten an understanding out of crypto, you understand it now. I'm over here on coinmarketcap.com. Just by the way, I'm gonna go over here. You can see all of the crypto right here, and it's in categories, not category. Yeah, it's basically categorized from the highest value to the lowest. You can change that too. You got your price here. Bitcoin is trading at 71 right now, 71,000. I want to say the highest is nearly 74,000. So we're doing good. The fear and greed index is at a 65. So things are starting to pick up. I already see that this cycle is about to get really, really interesting. It's a lot of money in it to be made. Okay. But you're here. What you want to understand, though, and this is for any crypto on here, and I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna pick on Casper. I'm gonna go pick on Casper. Ooh, look at that! It's trading at 25 right now. Number 25 out of the top 100. All right, so you're here. Things you want to understand about crypto. You want to understand and know. You want to get this down. You want to understand tokenomics. How does the project work? That's basically what tokenomics is. How does it work? A lot of different tools and resources right here for you on Coin Market Cap. You got your website here. You can click on this, and it'll take you to the Crypto Tokens website. Look at that. Right here, it tells you a lot about it. All of your resources here for you to do your homework. It is right here. I always tell you guys also check out their Twitter. But here's where the real magic is. You want to go in here. You want to look at their white paper. The white paper is basically always related to. It's basically like a business plan for each project, for each crypto project. So you come in here and they pretty much the white paper. All of them don't have it, but let's just say probably 95% or 90% of each crypto project, have a white paper. Then you want to go down here and you want to look at their white paper. Why you're looking at white paper? Because in the white paper, you can understand things like tokenomics, and you can just skip down to those sections and they'll tell you about how each of their tokens work. Some of these white papers are long. This is why I tell you guys, research can sometimes take a bit. So you just have to go in there and you find the different things. For the length of the video, though, I'm gonna get back over here and I'm gonna explain a few things. Okay, so market cap. This is important. This is very important because this tells you the value of the circulating supply. So you got four right now. The market cap of Caspa is trading at 4 billion. It's basically a 4 billion market cap. The important thing to understand is the different levels of market cap. You have your small cap tokens. That's where a lot of the gems are found. Caspa was found. I got Caspa when it was a small market cap, and that's anything below, and that's this right here, this market cap right here. Anything below 1 billion is considered a small market cap. Anything from 3 to 10 billion um, market cap is considered a mid cap token. So Caspa is a mid cap token, which means there's a lot of room to grow. And then from 10 billion is up. 10 billion and up is large cap tokens, and large cap tokens is things like Ethereum, Bitcoin, etc. So when tokens reach that, it's a lot of money flowing in and out of that token. So you want to understand the market cap very well, and you want to understand, more importantly, the inflation. Inflation. This is why Casper is so cool. The reason people the reason you want to understand inflation is because inflation is basically going to tell you if the supply is going to increase, and we get a lot of that with I'm go over here to arrow. We get a lot of that. That's a big discussion when it comes to tokens like this aerodrome finance, because although everything checks out with this token, the problem is that a lot of people find, which is really not a problem, but their token supply can be added to. Where Casper they're done. They're done. What you see, the token supply in Casper, they would not create any more tokens, which makes it a really good investment. Whereas in Aerodrome Finance, they will continue to make tokens. So a lot of people get concerned when it comes to that because they feel that it can affect the price, which it can. But overall, I don't think it'll be a problem for Aerodrome reaching the highs that it's slated to reach. So you have to understand tokenomics. That is key. That is really key on this list because it's going to affect how much money you can make, and most importantly, how fast you can make that money. Okay, I'm gonna go back over here. Now the other thing you want to understand, and I'm gonna use Ondo for this example. What you want to know about is who's who in a crypto. And for that, I think I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna put in what I'm gonna put I'm going to put in BlackRock Investment Company. BlackRock Investment Management. And the reason I'm putting them in is because they are a big deal. Except hold on, where is it at? Funds, magic goes. Okay, the reason I'm using BlackRock as an example here is because again, when it comes to cryptocurrency, you want to know who's the major players in crypto, who's for crypto, who's against crypto. One of the things we definitely know is there are some government entities that are against cryptocurrency. So you want to know that first off. And you want to know what their problem is with cryptocurrency. People like the Security Exchange Commission. You want to know like the cases that they brought against Coinbase, cases they brought against Binance and different players like XRP. You want to know what was their issue with these tokens, because that's going to let you know if, for one, the token that you're into, the exchange you're into, is going to let you know the longevity of either. So if you're in a token that maybe they're really just catching a lot of hell from the Security Exchange Commission, kind of like XRP, which is why it was such a big deal when XRP um, beat their case, and it's still ongoing right now. But they beat a major part of their case. That's important because for a long term investor who have your money in crypto, you want to make sure that your money is pretty much safeguarded and is in a good spot. So you want to know what their cases are so that when you're picking your tokens, you can already see if this token is in jeopardy of having a Security Exchange Commission or some other government entity come against them. Now, the important part about people like BlackRock, why I brought them up, is because for BlackRock, they are like the number one asset holder in the world. So they have power. BlackRock Capital, they have power. They do. Then you have Coinbase Ventures. You have all of these different people that are for crypto. So Fidelity, when you see all of these, when you start hearing all of these names of the people who got involved with crypto and they wanted to push for a Bitcoin ETF, well, that should give you a warm fuzzy, especially knowing that it got passed. Because what that means is we're just one step closer to mainstream adoption of cryptocurrency, which means more money for you. So BlackRock was kind of leading that charge. They were leading that charge. And you got to think last cycle, BlackRock was saying that they were totally against crypto, and no one should hold crypto in their portfolio. So they changed their tune. They pushed for the crypto to be on a to be in part of Wall Street and be an ETF. And then next, they pushed for um, Ethereum. Look what that got them. Ethereum's now adopted. So those are all great catalysts. So once you hear those names, you keep that in your bag. So now that you know that, you understand that Ondo Finance, someone like that, has some staying power. But I'm not gonna get ahead of that because we're gonna move to that now. Because your next step, we've now let's go back. We've covered understanding your crypto. Most important part, giving you a website. Number two, tokenomics. Once you understand tokenomics, you understand the market, what market caps are, and more importantly, inflation. Uh, you are really, your crypto education is really bubbling by now. And then now you know who the major players are in crypto. You can't you can't do any of this and reach your goals without understanding this. You have to understand this, especially if you want to use crypto as a long-term investment, not just dabble with it. So that's going to take us over to now picking your crypto. When you pick your crypto, I always tell you guys, research. Each crypto has this section right here. Well, if you look right here on Coin Market Cap, they got a website, white paper, Twitter, and they have even more than that. But you can explore all of this as well as their markets where they're sold. All of it's right here. You can see their audits, their audit reports. The last audit was done here on in 2021. The Surgic audit. So you can do all of that. You can come scroll down. You can actually see the all-time high, $1.48 for Ondo. Uh, and the all-time low is 8 cent. Of course, that's when it first came into fruition, which was 5 months ago. So all this is great. This is great. This is all great. So you want to understand that. You want to do your research before you do that. Now, here's the most important part of this, though: knowing the market trends. This is basically it. You have to know the market trend. Right now, what is the market trend? We've been talking about it over and over on this video. Real world assets. That's where the market trend is. Tokenization, where they're basically tokenizing funds, debt, a lot of different things. So, what is a real world asset play? And for that, I've pulled up another site, cryptoslate.com. And you can do these searches in Google as well to find a list of the real world assets. And I actually did that one for this. I just Googled it and I came up with this website. And it's great because it gives you a list of all the tokens that are involved in real world assets. And remember, that's the trend of this cycle. And they're already saying by 2030, we're going to be looking at a 9 to 10 trillion dollar market for real world assets. So you want to be in on that at the very bottom. So I look in here. There's a lot of tokens we've talked about. We've talked about Chainlink. We've talked about XDC. We've talked about a lot of these on here. So if you scroll down, so now, and then, and I hope you guys don't have a headache by now, but now I want you to just make it easy. Make it really, really easy. And how do you do that? So for me, ICP, another good one. That's another good one. But for me, I chose Ondo Finance. Why did I choose Ondo Finance? Well, you look right here. Ondo Finance adds 95 million to BlackRock's build, bringing total AUM to 240 million. Okay, Ondo Finance is backing this particular, not Ondo Finance, but BlackRock is backing Ondo Finance. BlackRock. That's a big deal. I already told you they're the number one um, asset holder in the world. They're backing them. Then you got Coinbase Ventures backing them, which is another great one. You have a plethora of top companies backing this token. So what that tells me is that this is a pretty good play. And it's not just the backers, but you gotta understand Ando for especially for Ando BlackRock. BlackRock has never backed any tokens like crypto publicly like this. Yes, they had a hand in bringing Bitcoin and Ethereum to Wall Street, but they've never really been behind a token. So I look at that and I say, okay, that's great news. That's great news because I look at the all time high here of this token, and I say your all time high is $1.47. I've been in this, I've learned about it when it was like 73 cents. So, and that's the highest it's been. The highest it's been is $1.47. So that's easy money. That's easy money. It has staying power and it has some big names behind it. So that's one I would want in my portfolio. And being that the trend right now is RWAs, also AI. Everybody knows that AI, artificial intelligence, is also another big narrative right now, and it's a trend in the market. So my first play for RWAs will be Rondo. Ondo. I always call it Rondo. Anyway, so we'll come back over here and we'll come back. And so I already know the category of RWAs. I would, for one part of my investment, it would be Ondo Finance. I got one of those. And then I might look down here and see something else. I might find another one. One or two shouldn't hurt. You shouldn't load all your whole bag up on just one category. I know some people do that. That's just not how I roll. I want to be diversified, fully diversified. But for me, for the real world asset, that's a good play for me. XDC is another one because again, we're looking at multiples, and ICP is a good one. It goes on and on. Mantra is a good one. There's some good ones on here. Goldfish is one. It's a lot of them on here. Again, always do your own research. Do your own research. But for me, it's just the Ondo Finance. Okay. Let's see if anything else I wanted to cover on this. Oh, also, um, when you're picking your categories, also, and you can do this over here as well, people. Let me go back over here. And you can come over here and I'm on Coin Market Cap again. And you can click over here on categories and you can look at the different categories here. And each category is broken down. You got your stable coins right here, marketing. Everything is kind of right here for you. It's all right here for you. So a lot of this could be your DeFi, knowing the difference, and this comes with the crypto education that we talked about in the beginning, knowing the difference between a major exchange and a DeFi exchange. These are the things you should know. And then we covered that. Know about the metaverse. That's another narrative. The metaverse. A lot of people ain't talking about that, but you can go off into the metaverse, check out tokens like the Root token and all of the plays that are within that zone as well. Moving on to the last and final thing. And for this one right here, I'm going to get up close and personal with you guys because this one is serious. This is very serious. Um, you have to plan it out. Plan it out. My strategic plan, how I do it, is you look at the multiples game. I always tell you guys this. How many tokens should you hold in each one? You have to be hyper realistic when it comes to this. In the beginning, it really depends on capital. I say $10,000 to $20,000. Now I'm gonna say $10,000 to $15,000 could really free you in a lot of instances. Everybody don't have that kind of money to put in the market in the beginning. A lot of people don't have that, so you have to ask yourself: is it gonna take me one cycle, maybe two cycles? Remember, a cycle for crypto is like every 4 years. So a lot of your dreams and stuff might not be realized this particular cycle, considering where we are right now in the market and how I showed you guys on the chart the other day, you're right at the point where things are about to take off. So a lot of it's going to be based on your capital that you deploy into crypto. But you want to take now you let's just say you got your portfolio together, you got your real world assets, you got your AI plays, you got your metaverse plays, you got your finance plays, you got all of these different zones, and you have done the research, and you know what tokens you want to buy. Now it's important to know, okay, what is the market cap of that particular token that I'm buying? Say an Ondo Finance or something, and do a realistic price prediction on where you believe things can go. There's a lot of resources and tools and different things you can do with that. I plan on adding some to my website for you guys, and then you want to ask yourself, okay, what do I need to get out of my situation? What do I need? How much money do I need? Excuse me. How much money do I need? Okay, so let's just say maybe a XDC, and I'm using that because it's like 3 or 4 cent right now. For you, you might say, okay, I'm trying to get 100,000 of these tokens. I use 100,000 tokens because for me, that's a lot of the total amount for each token that sometimes I try to hit for. Of course, with Casper, I got way more than that, and with Shiba and different ones. But I like to use for certain tokens that has a good possibility of them reaching maybe $1. I'm looking at that 100,000 mark of tokens. So if you think about it, you can do the math right here. You got 10 tokens, and that's a lot of tokens. But let's just say, in a perfect world, because nobody has a crystal ball, let's just say 10 tokens, 100,000 tokens of each. Say they come close to $1. You closing in on that 1 million mark. Just that easy. Now, I know that sounds easy in theory, but again, the hard part is the homework. That's why you're trying to find these tokens early, trying to find them as early as possible. And you may not need 100,000 tokens. I'm just using that for math. If you maybe it's an XDC and it's going for like 1 cent to maybe 4 cent or something like that. Or if you're really lucky, you're getting these tokens at fractions of a penny. Then you're trying to build up. You figure out how many tokens you will be comfortable with. Try to build up those bags. That's why I say don't spread yourself thin. Do not spread yourself thin. Find the tokens that you really want to commit to and start building those bags and get them to a point. My point is always 100,000 tokens with a lot of them, depending on their price. But yours might be starting out like 10,000 tokens. I want to get 10,000 tokens, and if this tokens to hit $1 or close to it, $10,000 in each token, it might change your life. It truly can change your life. Again, if you don't get it on the first try, meaning this cycle, what you want to do is get enough money so that as soon as this bear market come in like the end of next year, when that bear market come in and things bottom out, then you have a lot of capital to maybe get 50,000 to 100,000 of each one of these tokens, so that when that next run come, oh man, you just be swimming in money, just swimming in money. So it's important, very, very important that you do your homework, know the narratives, know what the trends are, understand crypto. You have that's I put that number one for a reason because you really need to understand the tech. I can't tell you how many people I talk to about crypto. They just want to get in it to make a quick buck and they don't really understand the technology. They don't understand blockchain. They don't understand why people like BlackRock are pushing so hard for crypto, or why some government entities are against crypto, but at the same time, they're still approving crypto. These are the things that you really want to get into and begin to understand, because I believe if you understand crypto as a whole, you will understand why it is imperative that you get in right now before the masses do. So, um, always, last thing I'm leaving you with is when you're doing your price predictions, It's cool to be super bullish and believe that every token is going to hit $100, but we have to be honest with ourselves. That's why I say you have to be really hyper realistic and say at the minimum, how much would this token reach? How much do I believe this token will reach and why? And if at the minimum it reaches this token, this price, how much money will I have if I have X amount of tokens? And then when you add that all together, minus your taxes, then you'll know how close you are or how far away you are from realizing your crypto your crypto dreams of becoming a crypto millionaire, thousandaire, or just taking maybe that much needed vacation or just stepping away from your 9 to 5. And with that, y'all, I truly believe if you take each one of those tips that I just gave you and you really commit to this thing called crypto, you would truly, truly change your life. And those breadcrumbs of wealth that we talked about, man, you'll be right there with it. You'll be right there with it. And you too will have a story to tell someone on how your dreams became a reality. And with that, y'all, you already know. I'm out.